name is Mike Droessler. I'm the co-founder of Sloane Men, the maker of the invisible undershirt. Started the company about 3 years ago out of business school. I co-founded it with a classmate of mine and his wife at USC. We have the product manufactured in LA, so it's a kind of a long distance thing that we're all working. But that's the setup. It's something that we're very passionate about. My friend Jason and myself each had issues with our undershirts. Started talking at school, thought, okay, there's probably a solution for the issues that we had, and couldn't find anything at all. So from there, we said, I think we can do something on our own, and put it together, and started it right after business school. It's actually a funny story, because Jason is an idea guy, and we actually lived together in business school, so we constantly had different ideas. He came up with this undershirt idea, which I have a personal passion for, even from the time I was a kid. I always would sweat. I'd go to dances in like 7th grade and bring a change of clothes because I would get so hot and so sweaty. And he came up with this idea, let's have something more breathable. It's really, really light. It can cool you down. It's actually something more absorbent than a cotton undershirt. So I was bought in because I've been passionate about it and always struggled with my undershirt. And then he was an investment banker before business school, had very nice shirt, pants, shoes, everything, and like a $4 white cotton undershirt that you could see underneath his nice shirt. So it's something he was very passionate about. And I think that was the key to it, is we both found something that we really, really loved and had an issue with, and something that we really could put our time into and invest. So I think that was the key for us, is we both were super passionate about that one thing. And then once we found this idea, I was fine investing and doing as much as I can to make it successful. So the name, and what we wanted to do is have this be a premium undershirt company. We want guys who can afford nice things and afford a $34 undershirt. So we wanted to make sure the name was premium. And we had a lot of different ideas. The way that it kind of came together is the idea materialized when Jason and I were on a golf trip in Europe. So we're there just talking about things, and we decided that's when we really wanted to do the company. Sloane Street is a street in London where it's the home of bespoke tailoring. So very premium. I think maybe people don't recognize that, but that's where the background is. So we wanted to tie that name, which is very premium, to kind of the story that we had of where we came up with the idea. And then we wanted to kind of represent like who this guy is. So it's Sloane, the street, and then we want these guys to dress better, to be better. And I think that was the combination of that, and then it's premium sounding. So like when everyone hears it, it's like, okay, cool. Like they understand that this could be a premium company. And that's how it all came together. It's an original concept. I'd say the key, and what no other competitor has, is the skin-toned, the flesh tone color. So we have the skin tone for white guys, brown guys, and black guys. And you'll see there's competitors out there, a couple, and it's still a niche product. We're talking premium undershirts. Guys are used to spending a few dollars on their own undershirts, and we're talking about spending $34 on their undershirt. So it's a niche. But within that, there's no company that has the invisibility aspect of it. So we're trying to make that an issue, to make sure guys know that you can have a comfortable undershirt, but if you can still see it at your arms and on your neck, there's a style issue that's going on there. So that's our niche, and that's what we really want to talk about. And that's what we always try to talk about, is the skin tone piece, and not the other. The other benefits are important, but that's our main benefit. The development of everything that we do is who the consumer is, and we bake everything around that. So I don't go into tons of detail, but it's an urban male, successful, does well in his life, and cares about his appearance. He wants to have nice hair, nice fitted shirt. He knows what slim fit jeans are. He might have some nice shoes, but he cares about his appearance and is willing to pay for that. And we want to make sure he knows about this other issue, because I think there's a lot of guys out there, and they're even on my floor in my office, who make a lot of money. They do really well, they have nice things, and they have a $4 undershirt that's all craggly here. You can see it straight through their white button-down shirt, and it just looks tacky, in my opinion. But they're successful and they can afford it, and I want to make sure that they know that there's an issue that they're having with this undershirt. So that's the guy we're trying to reach and make sure he knows that undershirt is not matching with the rest of his appearance. And the guy and how do we find them is tough, and we're still at small stage trying to grow, and we're trying to find where they are through websites. Where do they shop? They're probably on Gilt Men, Jack Threads, different sites where you can find premium clothing like that. And that's, I think, the next stage we want to get to, is making sure our product is in front of them in places that they're shopping. Core consumer are guys that have undershirts now, and we realize it's a style issue. The key is making sure that the guys who have undershirts now, they look bad. Once we start getting those guys, then we can start talking about other benefits and maybe being able to wear your button-down shirt longer because you're not perspiring on it at all, and the issues that has for your shirt. But that is a problem that we can solve later, but the key is the fashion sense.